Hello my friends and welcome back to our continued blind let's play Master Detective Archives Rank Code for Nintendo Switch. My name is FlightlessBird, this is Storybook's Give a Channel, and today we start chapter Fubuki, Luckiest Day. If I could do it all over again, every person who had thought at some point, exams, bets, relationships, work troubles. If only I could erase my failures. If only I could have been more successful. However, once a moment has passed, it cannot be undone. Unless you're her. Fubuki Clockford, the master. Hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic day today.
Hey, you there! Me? Yes, beautiful lady. You will succeed in all you do today. Consider it your lucky day, so to speak.
Lucky day?
Yes, it'll be the best day of your life. If you were ever to play a game of chance, today would be the day. Shall I read your fortune? I'll tell you what your lucky number is.
I do not fare well at gambling.
This is horrible! Someone just fell from the sky!
Wait, what? How did someone fall from the sky?
Is this part of my lucky day?
Fubuki's luckiest day.
It appears as though something is happening over there.
Alright, well, let's go check it out.
Hey,
You wish to know your lucky number? One moment, huh?
But
At the moment, I'm more concerned about the commotion than my lucky number. It's a weird camera angle. I don't think we've ever had something like this before. It's like a 2D side-scroller. Well, we've had it, I think, before when
I wonder if it could be some sort of festival.
we're in a labyrinth. That guy looks like he's dead.
What's going on? Looks like someone collapsed.
Some guy fell from a building nearby.
Was it a suicide?
Pardon me. Please let me through.
Are you a doctor?
No, I am not.
I'm a detective.
Do you know this man?
No, I do not know him whatsoever.
Then why are you here?
Today is supposed to be my lucky day, so I thought I might be of some use.
Huh?
Oh,
Is it
you
still
are
alive?
Still breathing.
What?
Good luck.
How?
Hey, he's trying to say something. 3.
3? I was not quite able to hear you. Could you please repeat yourself?
Hey, hang in there. He's not breathing. Where's the ambulance?
Maybe that was a dying message? It sounded to me as though he was trying to say the number 3.
Yeah, but why?
If I am not mistaken, those were the last words he uttered before death. I must not let them go to waste. Oh, if I rewind time, I can hear his message again. Repeatedly hearing someone's dying message is something only I can do.
What are you mumbling about? If you're not gonna help, get out of the...
Is this entire episode just gonna be one giant loop?
Actually, why not try to prevent him from dying in the first place instead?
Because if so, the idea of a groundhog type episode is really, really cool. Reminds me of that one, I saw this one movie one time with some friends. I don't really know what the movie was, but it was like a 20-minute time loop. And each time she'd try to do something different to get to her objective. I think it was called like Run or something. I don't know. It was an old movie. It was with my friends when I was younger. But that's what it reminded me of. And of course, Groundhog's Day too, but you know, this is a little bit different.
Protecting the people is part of my duties as a detective. I may still make it in time if I hurry.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, you there.
Pardon me, I am in a hurry.
Okay, so we gotta hurry. What was that?
Noise!
We got to him a little bit quicker this time.
Are you alright? What happened? Is there something you must say to me? Please, go ahead. Two? As in the number?
Hey, you. What happened? Are you all right? Should I call an ambulance?
Is it counting down?
No need.
How do you know?
I'm fine. I shall be right back.
How do we know we went back in time? Ah! Ah!
The dying message was different this time. First was 3. Next it was 2. I wonder what it could mean.
Yeah, I'm
Hey, you there.
This is exhausting. I might not make it. Oh, perfect timing.
She's taking a cab.
Pardon me. Please let me in.
All right, well, let's do it.
Forward. Full speed ahead.
Did you just land on the cab? He did.
Are you all right?
Is he any less dead? Nah, he still looks.
What happened here? Can you talk?
Okay, it does seem like he's kind of down, but maybe it's a little bit different.
1? Now it is 1? What could it mean?
Because
Tell
it said.
me, please, before you die!
He said there.
Did someone push you off? Who was the culprit? No good. I must do it over again.
Hey, he's still breathing. The car's roof must have cushioned his fall. Hurry up and call an ambulance.
I think we saved his life.
Thank goodness.
How about that?
It is true. Today really is my lucky day.
Well, we gotta catch the.
What a happy ending.
That is if someone pushed him and he didn't just jump. But he has his shoes on, right? And didn't I learn about that with shoes? I miss Shinigami. These side stories do seem to lack a little something without Shinigami. You know that?
What a happy ending. And that is what happened the other day.
That's not a happy ending at all. Nothing was solved. Did the guy live?
Yes, he managed to survive. Although he is currently in a coma.
So you still don't know why he fell from the sky?
No idea.
The newspaper says it was an attempted suicide. It seems he climbed over a fence on top of the building.
I bet the peacekeepers made that up after another half-assed investigation.
I wouldn't doubt that either.
Regardless, it has nothing to do with us.
Oh, come on, Elara.
I mean, you're right and all, but doesn't it bother you? That sure is a weird dying message. At first it was 3, then 2, then finally 1, right? It's like a countdown or something. I've never heard of a changing dying message.
That's because dying messages are normally a one-time event.
Okay, but why would it change?
So perhaps the message changed because I turned back time.
But he should have noticed the turning of time.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
The victim had already fallen by the time you arrived at the scene. So whether it be a suicide or a homicide, the events leading up to the fall shouldn't have changed. And I doubt he'd want to tell you something different each time.
He wouldn't even know that there was
What do you
something
think,
different.
Alara?
Should I assume you're requesting to hire me with that question?
Never mind then. It was dumb of me to ask.
No matter the problem, asking for my assistance is the wisest choice one can make.
Except you charge an arm and a leg each time.
Naturally, I must charge an appropriate rate. Although, in this case, it doesn't seem like a criminal act. I suppose I don't mind, if we consider this a conversation among friends.
Oh, so we're friends now. What's with the change of heart?
I wonder why the dying message changed. Do you know why, Halara?
I can deduce the possibilities. However, I cannot declare anything unless I investigate the scene myself.
So an investigation is still necessary.
Investigation? Okay, that's new from last time.
You definitely want to remember this.
In clues, it can review the info of acquired clues. Message from man who fell. The message of the man left for Fubuki the first time, 3. Message man left second time, 2. And the third time, 1.
By
Maybe
the
did
way,
say 1.
according to the newspaper,
Said there
the
1.
victim fell from a 4-story building.
There's no way you should have survived that.
Floor 1 is a luxury brand shop. Floor 2 is a restaurant. Floor 3 is a beauty salon. And floor 4 is a casino. Each floor has windows facing the street that cannot be opened. Thus, it's very likely the victim fell from the rooftop.
Do we have an ID on the victim?
Try to unclick the auto. Too slow. So let's go ahead and read that. Clues. Building the man fell from. The building where the man says fell from is from 4 stories high. Floor 1 is a luxury brand shop. 2 is a restaurant. 3 is a beauty salon. 4 is a casino. Each floor has windows facing the street that cannot be opened. It's very likely the victim fell from the rooftop. But does the floor numbers have anything to do with the shops?
He's a 25-year-old man. He works at the shop on the first floor, but often goes to the other floors as a customer.
So the people in the building were his acquaintances. There's still a chance someone else from the building took him up to the roof and pushed him off.
He worked in the building he fell from. Identity man who fell.
Perhaps the dying message indicates who did it?
If that was the case, then it's weird the message changed each time he got to the victim.
Yeah, that is.
Or maybe there's someone named 321? That can't be it, right?
You can't say that with certainty.
Okay, fair enough, but that doesn't explain why the message changed.
That reminds me, when the victim mentioned 1 the last time he spoke, he actually said, there.
Yes, he did.
There? Did he find something?
That I do not know, though he did look as though he was searching for something.
What does that mean?
The victim must have had something in his hand while he was falling. The impact of the fall caused him to drop it.
Really?
I see. So the victim found the item, then left the message 1.
If you think about it that way, the victim's message makes sense, and it's likely the item is related to the case.
Fubuki, did you find anything at the scene?
My deepest apologies. I did not notice anything of the sort.
You may be careless, but I doubt you'd miss something so big you'd need 2 hands to hold it. which means it had to be something small enough that it could be easily missed. Hold on. The victim must have held this thing in his hand the first time he fell. But instead of 1, he said 3 that time.
This doesn't make any sense why that would be different.
Was he holding something different each time he fell? Or was
No,
he
that's-
holding more than one thing?
Well, why would that change?
Considering when Fubuki turned back time, it's hard to believe he held something different each time.
Yeah.
However, we cannot eliminate the possibility there may have been multiple items.
I am now more lost than ever.
I'm with you on
If
that
we
one.
follow the logic, we will always arrive at our destination, the truth.
But I am truly lousy at that.
Don't give up, princess. Let's start from the beginning.
Very well. I shall try. If the victim was holding something, that would be a key clue in this case, right?
Yeah, I think it could.
First, regarding the size of what he was holding,
It was big, it was small. How would I know? Like, if he was holding something, it was probably small. Because I'm thinking it may have been like a notepad, a letter, picture. It probably wasn't only something big. Because it would have been easier to see that something fell with him, right? I know the left is normally right, but this time I'm gonna go with the right.
That's right. Even Fubuki, who was at the scene immediately after the victim fell, didn't notice that small item.
Yeah, because if it was a big item, it probably would have been more noticeable.
Therefore, it's reasonable to believe that whatever he held was something that could fit in the palm of his hand.
Hey! I worked that one out.
and the impact of the fall caused him to drop it. The third time, the victim realized he dropped it and appeared to be looking around for it. And when he saw it, he said, "There, 1." But why would the victim mumble the word 1 after seeing it?
I wonder why you would say 3, 2, 1. The surface of the object displayed the number 1. Because there's only one of it. Surface of the object is what? I mean, this would be like there was something which had the number 1 on it. I would assume there was only one of it.
Perhaps he was holding many similar items, but dropped most of them during the fall.
No, that's not what I meant.
And in that situation, he saw the last one.
No,
and
no,
then
that's not what I
there,
meant.
1.
No, no.
What do you think about that?
I think that's no. That's not what I
Why did he
meant.
need to say how many there were? Couldn't he just say, "There it is," and nothing else?
The victim didn't get a good look at his surroundings, so he didn't think it was the only item at that moment. However, he did deliberately say 1 the last time, so something must have caused him to do so.
I see. In that case,
Yeah, source object display number 1. That's not what I meant to say. It's almost like you play those games like Fallout or something where you get this line, you're like, oh, that's what I want to say, and then your character says something which is not what the thing said you were going to say. That's kind of like what happened there.
normally, that would mean that whatever was on the surface of the item displayed the number 1, would it not? So the victim saw that and read the number 1 aloud.
Huh? That's a dumb conclusion to make.
No, that's a sensible way to think about it. It's logical as well.
I need to read this logic again. Whatever was on the source item display number 1.
The victim saw it and mumbled 1, so we should assume it was actually written there.
Are you serious? So whatever it is has the numbers written on its surface, right? What is it then? I don't get it. In the beginning, he said 3, not 1.
It's not strange at all if we assume the number changes depending on the situation.
The number can change? Wait, then that must be it!
Whoa, Fubuki! Do you know what it is?
How did it change?
Yes, although it is just my guess. The item the victim was holding...
Clock? Okay, I said a clock. A watch could work too. Could be a die. 1, 2, 3. It's more likely it would probably be a die than a clock because a clock would have the time.
Such as a die, or something.
Although, granted, who this is about, Fubuki, a watch makes a lot more sense logically, but no.
A die? Oh, I get it. The number would change depending on the roll. Hold on. It first went from 3 to 2. Isn't it strange the numbers weren't the same? Fubuki arrived at the scene after the victim fell. By that time, the die would have fallen from the victim's hand. Which means that whatever number turned up on the die should have been set by that point. It couldn't have changed.
You're right. Do you have a counter-argument for this?
I got nothing.
In that case, perhaps this explains it.
Because that was when it looks like his days. Because the angle was from what she saw, the die was different. I'm gonna go with this one because I'm pretty sure it's the left one, but this one sounds funny. And knowing this game, it'll probably loop around to the other choice anyway. So this gives me a little bit more lore.
That day was my most luckiest day after all. So maybe the numbers on the die changed on their own.
Look at her picture. I love the artwork of this game. She is, oh, that's such a great picture. Look at her clapping.
That's not how it works.
Right. My apologies.
Yeah.
The angle from which he saw the die would have been different.
Now that makes sense. But why would he be saying it about dice?
The angle?
The first time, the victim was lying face down. If there was a die in his line of sight, he would have only seen one side of it.
What about the second time?
But why would he say the number of the die?
The second time, I arrived just a bit earlier, so I tried to help the victim up. At that moment, he probably saw the top side of the die.
I see. So that's how it went. It's true that under normal circumstances, only the number on the top of a die is read.
He landed on the taxi the third time, so it is possible that the roll of the die changed.
Fubuki, you sure are sharp this morning.
Really?
The man who fell was holding a die. Okay. The message to the man who left for Fubuki the first time. The message to the man who fell 3. And then 2. And then 1.
So basically, it went like this. The victim fell from the rooftop while holding a die. He dropped it once he hit the ground. Which means the die was cast. As the victim was knocking on death's door, he mumbled whatever number he saw.
The die is cast. Alea e acta est. The famous line that Julius Caesar said when he crossed the Rubicon. Alea e acta est.
Great job deducing that much, Fubuki.
Does it appear that I'm becoming a better detective?
Yeah, but not nearly as great as me.
We still lack an answer regarding the final part.
The final part?
What was the victim trying to communicate with his dying message?
Now that you mention it, you're totally right. Why did he even bother reading the number on the die?
Perhaps It was to inform us of the identity of the culprit?
There is no doubt that the die was meant to point out the culprit. Nearing death, the victim sought out the die to inform you of that. But in his daze, the best he could do was say the number he saw.
So the die was pointing out the culprit?
Wait, wasn't there a place that had something to do with dice in the building the victim fell from?
Oh, so perhaps the culprit was in there?
That would be the casino. Although I didn't want to say these other options.
The culprit must have been in the luxury shop on the first floor.
What does that have to do with dice?
Well, they are a luxury brand shop, so maybe they sell luxury dice.
There's no such thing. Think again.
Oh, that's great.
Sorry.
The restaurant.
Was the culprit in the restaurant on the second floor?
What does that have to do with dice?
Well, I have heard of a dish called diced steak.
Sure, that's a thing, but let's avoid the puns for now.
Oh, really? Then in that case...
Oh, this is great.
Was the culprit in the beauty salon on the third floor?
What does a beauty salon have to do with dice?
The way it says that, it's awesome.
Nothing, I suppose.
Fubuki, are you sure you're not doing this on purpose?
It's like the game is...
Not. Anyway, moving on.
It's like the game is calling the player out right now.
Perhaps the culprit was in the casino on the fourth floor?
That's probably it.
You did it, Princess. I didn't think you'd be able to figure it out.
There's no way I could have done so on my own. You have my deepest thanks, Halara and Desuhiko.
Yup. Now bow down to my charisma.
Oh, God.
Still, we're just making assumptions here. We have no solid evidence.
Nope, we don't.
If someone said we made it all up based on his dying words, that'd be the end of it.
But we made so much progress in our investigation. Is there nothing to be done about it, Halara?
It would be one thing if we had the die as evidence, but it would be extremely difficult to find now.
If only I had noticed it and picked it up.
No biggie. It's not something you'd notice normally. Hey, Halara, what if we use your forte to find out where the die went?
I
He's
can't
not
use
dead.
my abilities while the victim is still alive.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're not dead.
Damn, you make it sound so ominous.
Leaving this case alone is still a valid option. No one made a request for us to investigate, so it's not an urgent matter. The case will solve itself once the victim wakes up.
The culprit might attack the victim again before that happens. Since they didn't get him the first time, they might try to finish the job.
That would be terrible! This is all my responsibility!
Man, that music all of a sudden.
I don't think there's any need for you to feel responsible, but I wouldn't feel good about leaving this unsolved. Hey, Halara, you know of any ways around this?
There is one.
Stop teasing us and just say it! Oh,
This guy cost
before you
us.
ask, I'm not paying a damn thing.
A clue, then. Ask the fortune teller.
Are
Okay.
you a villager in an RPG or something?
The fortune teller!
Huh? Did something spring to mind?
I told you in the beginning, remember? A fortune teller approached me.
What's that got to do with this case?
You should interrogate that fortune teller about the casino. You may hear something interesting.
Hmm?
I understand. I shall depart after breakfast.
But hey, are you going alone? Fine, I'll join you. Alara, you're coming with, right?
I'm not going without a formal request.
So much for being friends.
All you have done is more than enough for me. Thank you very much. I can handle the rest on my own.
I'm here too, you know.
Alright, so we gotta ask the fortune teller. Really weird case so far. I'm not a huge fan of Jezreeko after the last case, but his case as a whole was very interesting.
Hey, you there.
Looks like he's tagging with us.
Us?
Yes, you lovebirds. You make one fine pair.
Oh dear lord, please no.
You will succeed in all you do today. Consider it your lucky day, so to speak.
Lucky day?
Yes, it'll be the best day of your life. If you are ever to play a game of chance, today would be the day.
It's the same exact thing she told me before.
Shall I read your fortune? I'll tell you what your lucky number is.
Literally the same
Yes,
exact thing.
please.
It appears that multiples of 3 are your lucky numbers. If you're going to gamble, be sure to bet on increments of 3.
I get it. This is what Hilara was getting at.
What do you mean?
You're in bed with that casino up ahead, aren't you?
What are you saying? Casino? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh. Oh, that's clever. I didn't even think about that. Oh.
You claim we have good luck to scam us at the
Yeah,
casino.
it's all a scam.
That's a baseless accusation. I'm just an ordinary fortune teller.
You must have heard about the guy who fell from the casino's building. The victim was nearly killed by someone who works there. I bet he knew too much about your secret. If you know something, you better cough it up now. Or you might be next. If you're working with dangerous people, you should call it quits today. We can take care of the rest, so tell us what you know.
As you said, my job is to lure customers in and guide them to the casino. The lucky number thing is all a lie. In fact, if they pick those numbers, they will surely lose.
What? Really?
But I truly believed it was my lucky day.
I'm sorry. I actually don't know how to tell anyone's fortune.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
just followed
surprised.
the manual.
Manual?
And that manual was made by the casino?
Yes. Cheating is rampant in the casino. They really conduct some dirty business there.
Do you know the man who fell from the building?
Yes, he's what they call a hired plant.
What?
He mixes in with the customers and steers them a certain way so the casino can cheat them. So, my ears perked up when I heard he attempted to kill himself. I knew he'd made a mistake and was being silenced.
I see. So that's what it was.
The man was a plant hired by the casino.
Hey, are you really gonna do something about them? If they find out I told you all this...
Leave it to me. Who do you think I am? I am the superstar detective, slayer of evil, Yasuhiko Thunderbolt!
That's not very reassuring.
It appears the entire casino is in on this crime. There will only be more victims if we leave them be.
We might as well see this through to the end. Though, I bet the chief would tell us to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, most likely.
But what shall we do?
Gotta do the right thing
Not
now.
even a single piece of evidence.
That's a good question. Oh, good point.
I would feel terrible if we had to involve the fortune teller more than necessary.
Especially since she doesn't know how to tell
I guess we'll
fortunes.
have to rush in from the front.
Which means we are going on an adventure.
Yeah!
Are they really gonna be all right?
This looks like the place.
Indeed. Do you have a plan, Tetsuhiko?
Of course. The plan name is Leave Things to Chance.
I don't think that's a real plan.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
No, no, no. Don't encourage this.
Let's go, Fubuki!
Right.
Wait,
Hey, Lara?
Laura, what are you doing here?
I knew you'd rush in without a plan.
You are correct, Lara.
Carelessly sowing confusion will simply result in more victims. Don't be so rash.
Are you trying to get in our way? It'd be one thing if you just stayed out of it.
I'm saying the two of you don't stand a chance. If you're up against a casino, let me handle it.
Are you going to help us?
For free?
Bet on me and you are sure to win. Listen, here's the plan.
Alright, huddle up, team. Fubuki's accessories. Fubuki's necklace has a clock motif. Choker is decorated with video playback control symbols. I kind of like how this is like a team effort, but I do feel that kind of robs Fubuki of her moment as well. But if the other future DLCs have Fubuki in them, it'll make up for it.
Welcome.
I'd like to convert all this into chips.
How much money is
Right
that?
away.
I'm kind of afraid to ask.
Call the owner over. I'd like to play a game. Tell the owner I want to talk to him about that attempted suicide.
Understood.
How can I help you? You don't seem affiliated with the Peacekeepers.
Why not?
I'll be direct. You tried to erase one of your hired plants.
What are you talking about?
She's saying that he did
I'll
it.
bet all of my chips. If you win, then this issue will disappear. We'll conclude our investigation and never return. And of course, you can keep all the chips.
Laura, are you sure about this?
And if you win?
You will confess your crimes and turn yourself into the Peacekeepers.
Very well. I don't know what crime you're speaking of, but as the owner of the casino, I cannot turn down such a direct challenge.
I expect you to keep your word.
Of course, and you as well. So, what would you like to play?
Bring some dice.
A game of craps?
Yes, but let's cut out all of the complicated rules. This game will consist of 4 dice. Each player will take 2 and roll them at the same time. Whoever gets exactly 7 wins. If both rolls land on 7, then it's a draw and the game continues.
Very well. We will prepare the dice. Are you fine with that?
I don't mind.
Oh, Fubuki can roll time back. So we're guaranteed to win this. Because even if he rolls a 7, we will always roll a 7.
You'll roll the dice.
This is clever.
What? Me? But you are far better at gambling, Halara.
I'm going to find out what's going on. Just roll the dice like you normally would. However, if the opponent rolls a 7, turn back time.
Sort of a decoy?
Oh, right. I do have that ability.
Are you ready? Let's play.
Let's do.
Well, well. Looks like that's game.
Let's do.
However, if the opponent rolls a
Halara, I just turned back time. He rolled a 7 right at the start. And my roll was terrible, by the way. I completely lost.
I knew it.
Is it loaded dice?
But you can do this as many times as you want. That's your strength.
So we can go until we get a 7.
Right.
Are you done with your huddle? No amount of planning will help with dice. You must let luck take over from here.
Or maybe it's just an extra rolling dice.
Now,
You can always roll a 7.
let us play.
I know some magicians that
Yes. Game on.
have tricks like this.
This time.
Okay, that's a different 7. That's the same 3. Isn't that the same 3?
Why?
Well, well. Looks like that's game.
We're gonna be exhausted by this just after a couple of minutes with this luck.
However, if the opponent rolls a 7,
Look at me sweating, Halara. Take that as a clue.
I have returned. This is the second time. The opponent rolled 7 on the first throw both times. And the timing of the dice roll was different from before, so I thought there would be different numbers. Are casino owners blessed with natural luck?
no, it's not luck. He's probably cheating.
Cheating?
Seems like he's going all out. Well then, there's no reason for us to hold back either.
But what are you going to do? If he can cast a 7 each time through cheating, no amount of turning back time will help.
It's true.
Moreover, there is a limit to how many times I can use my ability.
Mm-hmm.
There is a way to prevent his cheating.
Really?
However, prevention doesn't guarantee us victory. In order for us to win, you must roll a 7.
Oh, right.
Can you do it this time, Fubuki?
I don't know.
I
Don't
can
s-
certainly try.
We don't seem to have any luck at all at rolling
I
dice.
became a detective by challenging my own fate. I refuse to lose here.
I'll join you in your battle.
Right.
Are you done with your little meeting? You can talk all you want, but I don't think it will change the numbers on the dice. Now, shall we play?
Before we begin, I'm thirsty. Can I get some water?
Very well.
Affecting the time? Is that it? What?
Oh, excuse me.
What are you trying to do?
My hand slipped. Let's begin.
Very well.
I'm counting on you, Fubuki. This game won't end until you roll a 7.
Leave it to me. Come on, 7.
Come on, 7.
Come on, 7.
Come on, 7.
There.
Lucky 7s.
You... How did you...
What the heck? Distraction. I bet you ain't that says Hiko.
Wow, this is incredible. I won. I really won.
Nice. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Impossible! I can't lose with these dice!
Seems like the game is over. You must now confess your crimes.
Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was truly a team effort. Nice job. Ooh.
I'm glad to see you have regained consciousness.
That's Deserico.
Are
Come
you
on.
alright after that awful fall?
I mean, I'm not gonna be fooled by this again. Okay, I probably will be.
What? No, it's me, Desuhiko.
Yep, called it.
We went over this before we entered the casino. Were you even listening?
As I suspected, the dice used by the casino were rigged. The victim must have intended to let others know about it with a dying message. It was obvious they'd cheat if we challenged them to a match involving dice.
Ah, haha.
Which is where I came in. Well, I distracted the staff. Halara messed with the dice.
So that is what happened. I was only able to win thanks to Halara.
No, I didn't touch your dice, Fubuki.
Huh? Then I really rolled a 7 on my own?
Yes, you won that game.
Hey, we actually had some luck anyway.
Really? Thank goodness! I won that game!
And we had a little help from you messing with
Great
his
job,
dice, but
princess.
Yes! Even if it was just a little bit, I believe I grew as a detective.
huzzah! That was a fun case. I wasn't expecting something deep with Fubuki, and that was exactly what I expected it to be, and I'm happy with that. I did think it might have been a little bit funnier, especially with the goofiness, but like I said, I enjoyed that. That was great. Not as interesting as...
Halara, please do something. Fubuki has been completely obsessed since that day.
Definitely not as interesting as Tezuhiko's case, but, you know, we all like Fubuki better anyway.
There's no way I can win against someone who can turn back time.
How rude. I would never cheat like that.
Never! That
Come
you know
on,
about.
Desuhiko. One more game.
Like I said, I like that story. That was very good. Fubuki's lucky day. Luckiest day. Alright, well, we are on a pause from Raincoat for a bit. The next DLC, I think, comes out at the end of the month. I'm trying to look at the DLC schedule here if I can. So, Charisma Killed the Cat comes out on July 27th. August 2023 is number 2. And then number 3 is September 2023. Number 4 is October. It looks like there's only 4. I thought there would be 5. Yeah, it looks like there's only 4. And the third one should be coming out September. As of the time of this recording, it's September 23rd. So the third DLC should be coming out very, very soon. I'd imagine. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to look here, and I'm not finding any. Yeah, it looks like I'm not finding any exact dates. Wait, right here. SpikeChunsoft.com website. DLC 3 available September 28th, 2023. The third of our 4 DLC, Chapter Palara, renting Cats and Dog. Cats and Dog? Cats and Dogs? Anyway, so yeah, we will be going to Halara's story next time, and I assume the 4th one will probably be Vivia. It's a shame Yako doesn't get one, if that's true. It's really sad. Hopefully there'll be something for Yako. But, you know, we'll be back here next week to do some more rain code. Regardless of what visual novel we're playing, when there's a new DLC, I will try to do that new DLC within a couple days of its release. So if it releases on a Friday, you know, Fridays are very busy. We have Final Fantasy Fridays. We also stream Final Fantasy on Saturdays. So most likely it probably will be released on like a Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, that's where we're heading in the future. Hope you guys enjoyed. Much love to you all. Have a wonderful, fantastic night. And until next time, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.